Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to show you what I got for Christmas, or specifically what my bookish gifts were for Christmas. Uh, as an avid reader, or someone that loves to read anyways, sometimes I'm not so avid about it or productive in the reading department, but as someone who loves to read, and my family knows that, I of course got some books and bookish gifts. So without further ado, I'm just going to show you what I got. Now, my husband, wise man that he is, listened whenever I told him what a big new fan I am of Leanne Moriarty. And so he got me two new Leanne Moriarty books. And by new, I mean I haven't read them. He got me The Last Anniversary and Three Wishes. And I don't know exactly what they're about because I haven't started them yet. I have other books I have to read first. But as far as I can tell, Three Wishes is about triplet sisters who, and it kind of like follows them through their 33rd year. They turn 33, and it kind of follows their lives in their 33rd year. And then The Last Anniversary is about a woman who broke her boyfriend's heart. I guess he went to propose to her and maybe she said no. I don't know. Then he went on to marry someone else and she moves to an island to start a new life with some strange people, and they are very secretive. That's what I gather from the back. I mean, these aren't very revealing, and what I've come to realize is you cannot judge a book by its synopsis on the back. That can certainly draw you in, but as I learned with Leanne Moriarty, I would have never given her books a chance because I would have assumed that I would not like them had I not watched the show Big Little Lies on HBO and loved that show, and then realized it was a book, and then of course I had to check it out. So it was like a domino effect. But had the show not been there, I don't think I would have ever picked up a Leanne Moriarty book. But I have been so pleasantly surprised by the books by her I have read, and I'm so excited to get into these. So thanks to my husband for getting these. And then, as is our tradition, we went out on Christmas Eve, and part of my Christmas present is to be able to go to Barnes & Noble and just to roam the aisles in there and not be harassed by my husband or my kids to please leave. So we always plan to make ample time for me to do that, and then after we're done with that, we go see a movie, which we can then walk to because of the area where we go, where the Barnes & Noble is and everything. So I got to go to Barnes & Noble, and as what usually happens when I go in there, I see so many books I want to get, and then I talk myself out of them because I know I can find it cheaper secondhand and online. So I talked myself out of so many books just for that reason, but I did get two books, and by the way, spent $40 on them, which is why it is just so ridiculous. The brand new prices of books. I know it goes to support the authors, so it's kind of like you just have to weigh whether you can afford it at the time and whatnot. But yeah, anyways, I got two books. The first book I got one from one of the tables that are like right in the beginning of the store. Just as you enter it, it caught my eye immediately. I'd barely made it into the store. And that is a book called God, A Human History, and it's by Reza Aslan, or Reza Aslan. I'm not sure how to pronounce his name. I'm pretty sure it's a man. Yes. But I got this because it seems to kind of delve into, it's a book about human nature, basically, and it seems to, the synopsis for this seems to be delving into the human mind and our need to create a god, or to create a spiritual being, higher being than ourselves. So our need to do that as humans, which I guess, that's one of those things that really sets us apart from the other animals, is our need to have a spiritual basis. Why do we as humans crave spirituality? So that's what I got from the synopsis anyways on the inside cover of the book. So I am very interested to read that because, you know, it's just fun to kind of find out why we do the things we do. And then the other book that I got from Barnes & Noble was The Girls Who Went Away by Ann Fessler. And it says, the hidden history of women who surrendered children for adoption in the decades before Roe versus Wade. So I think that's pretty self-explanatory. I'm not sure I even bothered to read the back before I picked it up and knew I was going to buy it. But this sounds very interesting and obviously packed full of political issues, which is sort of different for me. Hopefully it's kind of like written as individual stories. I don't even know, but it sounds like it's going to be a little bit heartbreaking. So I don't know, I hope it doesn't put me into much of a funky mood after I read this. But those were my books that I got for Christmas. I didn't get, you know, a heaping stack or anything like that, but what I got, you know, I'm very happy with. And then I wanted to share really quickly something that my best friend in Chicago sent me. She apparently got these for me right around the time I became pregnant with baby number 3, who I gave birth to in November. But I was so terribly sick, and smells especially would set me off, that she held off sending these until after I had the baby. So these were supposed to be a birthday gift, but ended up being a Christmas gift. But she got me 3 little uniquely scented perfumes, and I'll tell you why they're so neat. The first scent she got me was Saddle, and then she got me a scent of Stable, and then the third scent that she picked out for me was Paperback, which is why it kind of fits into this Christmas book haul. And I will say, it doesn't really smell like Paperback. I mean, it sort of does. It sort of has a little bit of a musk odor to it, but yeah, maybe. Okay, it smells a little bit like a Paperback once you put it on. When you sniff it coming out of the bottle, it doesn't. It just smells like a weird perfume. And then the other ones, I haven't tried to put on, but smelling them straight out of the bottle, Stable doesn't smell like a Stable I think should, because Stables usually smell of manure. And then Saddle has a faint hint of like a spicy leather to it. But yeah, I thought those were really cool, so I wanted to include them in the video. But that was my bookish Christmas haul. I hope everyone had a wonderful holiday and enjoyed it, you know, however you celebrate, or if you don't, I hope that time period was a good one for you. And I hope you all enjoyed watching, and I will see you all again really soon.